Mom and Dad, of course, grew up through the war, and they were 1951, they decided to make a better future. And by then they'd had my sister born in 48 and my brother in 51. And 51, they get into a steamship and freighter and make their way over through storm and everything else to get to Boston. And so my sister would have been 3. My brother he was the safest one in the whole bunch because they had him in an apple crate strapped to the floor. And so that's how the family started in Denmark. And then from Boston to Winnipeg. And then Winnipeg to Regina, where I ended up in 55. So I'm the youngster of the family, but we have a very small group here. And but over that history, coming from Denmark, being Lutheran was part and parcel of the family history. And then Mom and Dad have been very involved in the church the whole time. So Dad passed away in 2000, and she really wanted to stay in the home. We were just up here in the north end in Silver or in River Heights, and she hung on as long as she could and as long as we could give her support. And she'd always liked this facility here at Luther Heights. And so she got here for, I guess, almost 11 years that she was here, and this now became her new home. She did not want to leave the house she was in because it was, that was her life. I mean, you look at her wall hangings and the memories that went with it, the friends, etc. But it was interesting that the suite that she got was almost identical in square footage to the square footage of the main floor at home. So we could take her entire main floor, move it here, and it was just flip of the switch. Mom always had, whether it was a tray for a sip of wine or a cup of coffee, a glass of water, and she loved cookies. And that was always come in and visit. And the door was always open, and many times I would come, bring her groceries, and sure enough, I'm interrupting a coffee time with somebody. Mom and Dad, as I'd mentioned, had always been very generous with the Lutheran Church. And in conversation with Mom and Dad, that was what they wanted, was a donation, as to the Lutheran Church for that's how they wanted their estate to be handled. And in conversation with Mom, she said, I know you being not just me, but my siblings, will be able to find something that's suitable. And so when we look at, discussions with Lynn, we looked at the world part of the church, but this is her home. This is local. This is people that we can see smiles on, and felt it was very important to support locally. Just promoting family time, promoting community, promoting opportunities to visit in a warm, friendly environment. And like I said, the staff here are, just super on making things work.